What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our NBA 2K22 Road to the GOAT series. So in this first game here, I have the Indiana Pacers. My opponent had the Timberwolves, and I lost this game. It's not really it's not really of a surprise because everybody seems to go with the Timberwolves, and it seems like the Timberwolves are the consensus tier 3 team pick when it comes to playing with tier 3 teams, of course. And you can see the next game I played, I still have to get another tier 3 victory, and I went back with the Rockets, and my opponent again has the Minnesota Timberwolves. So like I said earlier, the T-Wolves are the favorites in tier 3. And in this game wasn't too bad for me. I playing with the Rockets a lot more user versus CPU gameplay, and I kind of know what that team could do good and what they can't really do good. And so we won that game pretty convincingly, and finally we get a tier 3 victory. So many losses in this league, I just don't know what's happening, and it's something that I'm kind of struggling with. Like, should I play with different teams even though they aren't the best in their specific tier, or do I just go for the team that I'm most comfortable with, or the best team in each tier when I know I could get on a nice little winning streak? So we have two tier 2 victories to get, and we're gonna try and get it with the Portland Trailblazers. My opponent has the Chicago Bulls, and the Bulls, I don't think they're a bad team on paper, but one thing that is big on 2K22, you have to have shooters. Even in 2K21, if you don't have shooters, it's going to be hard to win the game, especially when your opponent wants to go to a zone and, try and limit your ability to get to the paint and create baskets at the rim. So this should definitely be a good matchup, and I played with the Portland Trailblazers last year a handful of times in 2K21, and I thought they were a pretty good team. I liked the roster they had, and Damian Lillard, it seems like he was the best player on this game, or one of the best players on this game, and of course he has the high overall, but just how he plays on the offensive end, he was just getting baskets so easily last year. And then there's few times where he could get a nice defensive stop, and then clutch situations, it doesn't matter where that man is at. If he shoots the ball, it's probably going to go in past half court. And so I'm kind of comfortable and familiar with this team. The starting 5 didn't really change a lot. You got Lillard, McCollum, Norman Powell, Nurkic, and Robert Covington. So the starting 5 should be able to get the job done. And I think their bench is decent enough to, help hold on and secure leads for us as well. And like I said, I said it in a couple of videos that I uploaded earlier in the year, is that it seems like stamina doesn't really matter in Play Now Online this year. Like, I'm running into multiple situations where I have to keep my starters in the whole game just because the other guy on the team I'm going up against, he's kept this starter in the whole game, so I can't really get down in that much of a hole, because eventually I'll have to climb back out of it, and then the starters have to come in and they'll have to play extra hard. So it makes it a little bit tough, and I wish the stamina mattered a bit more. But nonetheless, we still got to adjust, try and win games, and hopefully we do that in this game here. Currently right now, score is 9-8. DeMar DeRozan right to the rim. Poor defense by us, and he gets the easy layup to go, making it 11-8. So we're down early, not playing the best of defense, but our offense is looking pretty good so far. CJ McCollum getting that layup to go over DeMar DeRozan. So he scores, I score. Someone has to play defense, and we finally do get on a fast break opportunity, and CJ McCollum is wide open for a three-pointer. Norman Powell this time, wide open, another three-pointer. That fast break offense that the Portland Trailblazers has, those guys know where to line up in the right position, and it led to easy three-pointers for us. So at the end of the first quarter, the score was 18-11. So finally, we're playing defense and we're playing good offense, or we're continuing to play good offense. And I'm trying to play on-ball defense about 90-95% of the time, just so I can get better at it and, gauge of like what my opponent wants to do in certain situations, because the computer on-ball defense can lack at times. Good mid-range pull-up there by Damian Lillard. Nice way to be patient, and we were rewarded with 2 points. Defense there by Damian Lillard. I'm calling his name a lot on the fast break. Wide open is Tony Snell, and that guy could shoot. You could not leave Tony Snell wide open. I think he was one of the best three-point shooters last year, and so I'm going to use that to my advantage, especially when I have the shot meter off. You get that little extra boost. So let's use it to our advantage. And here comes the cheese. I kind of call this the cheese because it is way too easy to score in that restricted area no matter the defense you play. And even if you play hard enough defense, the guy or whoever shot the ball, if they miss it, they most likely get it back and then put it back up and in again. So defense here by Nurkic. He gets the ball back, and Nurkic was there, but we're not able to play hard enough defense to make a miss, and he's rewarded with 2 points. So second quarter, coming down to the 2 minutes, wide open. That's Williams for a three-pointer, and he's going to cut down the lead to 6 points, 21-27. I'm still feeling comfortable at this point. The offense is running smoothly, but our defense needs to get a little bit better. Dump off here to Nurkic over Nikolai Vucevic and Patrick Williams for a slam dunk. So on the break again, let's see if we get a three-pointer, but no, that's Larry Nance throwing it down with one hand, and that's going to increase our lead to 10 points. So now Zach LaVine has the ball on offense, gives it to Alex Caruso. Zach LaVine in the corner. I'm playing that on-ball defense. He bumps me out of the way. I don't know how I got bumped out of the way, but I guess maybe CJ McCollum doesn't have the best defense. I know he's not really known for the defense, but I'm right there. I'm playing good on-ball defense, and I just get bumped out of the way like that. I don't really like that 2K, but back on offense we go. Robert Covington, quick release, and that is a quick three-pointer for us, and that is going to be the end of the first half. So more of the same performance in the first quarter, playing good defense, or the defense kind of fell off a little bit in that second quarter, but our offense is looking spectacular. As you can see, we're shooting 74%, so that's pretty crazy and that's impressive, and hopefully we can continue this performance starting the second half. So now, beginning of the third quarter, we have the ball on offense. Pick and roll to Nurkic. That's way too easy. DeMar DeRozan is not going to block that. And I noticed that this year, the pick and rolls are so effective because I don't think the computer AI plays the pick and roll aggressive enough. Like, they don't react quick enough or play aggressive enough to, stop pick and rolls from being so effective in this game. So back onto the game now. Damian Lillard getting by Lonzo Ball, getting that layup to go. I knew I had him when I crossed over and had that lane wide open towards the paint. Damian Lillard is going to make that about 100% of the time. Lonzo Ball comes back down. Nurkic can't get the block, and Lonzo Ball gets the layup to go. 38-27. Our guys are a bit tired, and like I said, I'm trying to get in a good mix of starters and bench guys, but it's hard when my opponent just leaves all of his starters in because I don't want to try and give up a lead and try and have to fight for a victory in the fourth quarter. But like I said, nonetheless, still got a game to win. Shot clock winding down. He came with the help. Ben McLemore, this is one of my favorite players to play with and play now online. He gets that three-pointer to go. So my opponent back on offense did not decide to shoot the three with Lonzo Ball there. I kind of baited him into that, and I'm just trying to learn how to play better on-ball defense, some tactics that'll force my opponent into some not wise shots. So shot clock winding down. Bad shot by Lonzo Ball, but I don't know what Cody Zeller was doing. I don't know why he couldn't just box out there. And my opponent is rewarded with the offensive rebound and puts it back up for 2 points. Still a 10-point game, and it looks like my opponent has gone to a 3-2 zone, so I'm going to slow it down and see what I can get. No need to rush. CJ McCollum trying to get to the rim. We're moving the ball around. One more. Tony Snell back out to Ben McLemore. The shot clock is winding down. Snell left wide open in the corner. Easy three-pointer for us. That is just way too easy for Tony Snell when he's left that wide open in one of the easiest three-point spots to shoot in. So now he runs the pick and roll. Don't know what we're doing on the pick and roll. I like the pick and roll defense better on 2K21 last year because it made a lot more sense, or it played a lot better. But like I said, or like I always say, got to adjust. So now Tony Snell hits another three, and he is just balling out in this game. So that's good to have when Tony Snell is coming off the bench and hitting a crazy amount of threes. It's just going to make the game a lot more easier for us. And I'm surprised that I didn't get matched up against the Portland Trailblazers myself, because I know the Trailblazers are probably the consensus tier 2 team to go with, because you have Damian Lillard, of course, and that supporting cast is pretty good as well. Defense there by Damian Lillard. I'm okay with that shot. Lillard does not have the best defense, and when you're that low in the paint and you have Lillard guarding you, I kind of expect you to make it. But I'm coming right back down with Damian Lillard, getting that tough layup to go. Thought I got fouled, but apparently not. Lillard, three-pointer. That one is good as well, and we're just opening this game up. 37 to 54 or 54 to 37. I have the lead. Zach LaVine, nice mid-range there. Like I said, I tried to bait my opponent into taking shots that aren't good, or shots that are not high percentage. So back goes my opponent. Tough layup there by Vucevic, and he gets that bucket to go. My opponent, points in the paint, shot a percentage of 43, but we're shooting 70%, and we don't really need points in the paint like that when we can shoot the three ball with CJ McCollum, Tony Snell, and Damian Lillard. You can see we're shooting 53%, and we've taken 17 three-pointers, but my opponent comes back down the court with DeMar DeRozan and hits that three. So at this point, this game is pretty much over. It's not a lot of time to make a comeback, but you never know what could happen. But I'm feeling pretty confident that I have this game wrapped up. And one thing I do want to mention before this video ends, because I always rush towards the end of the video, is that I played a game after this. I went with the my opponent actually quit out of the game earlier, and so I have two tier 2 victories. But then when I went to play a tier 1 matchup, I was playing with the Golden State Warriors, and then all of a sudden my Xbox just cut off, and so I was rewarded with another loss, of course. And I didn't get to record the gameplay because I was recording with the Xbox game DVR, and so it didn't save any of that footage. But that one was a pretty good game, and I was up. So it sucks that, you know, I lost that game because the Xbox is shut off, and I think it's a 2K issue, because I've seen other people have the problem. But hopefully we can get out this seed with without any issues. But right now we're 4-3, and we only have about 3 or 2 games to win. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to try and upload more, but we'll see how that goes. So again, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later.